Our theme in the Mission Blitz this year is Love Your Neighbor. I think the biggest difference this year in the Mission Blitz is in the past we've focused more on manual labor type projects, specifically where we've worked with agencies and maybe painted their facilities and whatnot. But I think this year our focus is more on building relationships.
If we think of Jesus, Jesus was a relationship type of guy. And he centered around relationships. If you read the Gospels, you just see him in relationships. To be able to speak into parents' life about parenting or about their kids with academics or their basic needs, it starts with relationship first.
We have planned a large project in 2 locations simultaneously that we wanted to focus on 2 impoverished neighborhoods. The first one is the heart of the West Side, which includes York Elementary.
We have 260 students here, so it's a small neighborhood school. But the neighborhood is a neighborhood where there are some issues.
People don't watch out for each other. They don't take care of each other. They don't know each other. That's when things break down. And criminals and people who do drugs and people who target neighborhoods, they know that. They recognize that that's a place and a neighborhood of opportunity for them to do their type of business.
The second one is the West Central neighborhood, which includes Campbell Elementary.
So we identify neighborhoods and identify their condition in terms of their health relative to each other. So when you've got the most healthy neighborhoods in the Springfield, the most affluent neighborhoods that have the lowest crime rates, the highest homeownership rates, when you look at West Central, you're looking at the other extreme. In terms of health, West Central is probably the city's most unhealthy neighborhood, and the neighborhood who's in need the most. We're talking homeownership rates around 36-38%.
We chose those neighborhoods because both of them have many issues.
So many of the parents here are very hardworking parents. Sometimes their plate is full, sometimes they're working more than one job, but there's also the issue here of drugs.
Because my staff is so loyal to these children and love them so much, they know that they're safe here, and so they share with you. They share with you stories that just shock you.
Some of the stories you hear are heart-wrenching. These children, they become very resilient because they have to be.
No one goes hungry on our campus, but they'll go hungry over the weekend. What would break my heart is when the children would come to school, the way they ate breakfast and the way they ate lunch, or the children are licking the things, and because they're hungry and they know that there's not going to be dinner.
Children experiencing living conditions that are we couldn't even imagine.
I've had students that are living in conditions where the pets are not well cared for, the pets are flea infested, and so the children, because they're sleeping with the pets, the children get fleas. But I had a student here a couple of years ago that was actually the host for the fleas.
Many of the children lack food. We feed them breakfast, we feed them lunch, we give them backpacks of food to take home.
If Wesley's planning on being a presence here, bringing faith and bringing stability to our population, to our neighborhood, makes it another beacon of hope.
I really see the school as being like the hub of a neighborhood or the community. But these parents who never had a model for how to parent, they need some people to come alongside of them who can model parenting and teach them, what parents do. And one church can't do that by themselves because the problem's too big. And so it really takes a village to work. It takes a village to work with these kids, and the school can really be the hub of that. Sometimes, that saying goes, don't tell me how much you care until you show me how much you care first.
We wanted to provide a lot of services such as medical and dental, free family portraits, giving away groceries.
The Blitz is like an opening to the neighborhood now, not just to our school.
A day like this, providing health care, providing food, providing entertainment for the children, setting up relationships, allowing some of the community to give back as they as a package and distribute for Hope International, it allows them some dignity and some pride to be able to give back.
While this event may just be one day, we are looking at down the road and being there for the long term.
I just think if we can continue partnering with the school like you've done, but partner also with the neighborhood and with these local churches, and really I foresee we could have, GED classes, we could have parenting classes here, we could have tutoring here after school. There's so many things that we could do to reach into the neighborhood and really reach these these kids and these families.
Springfield's blessed with countless churches on every corner, and they've all got a mission to take care of their own and watch over their flock. And I don't think any church in Springfield considers their flock to be just their congregation or their denomination. So that's what makes Springfield great.
There are houses in our neighborhood that things that shouldn't happen in, and the police do a wonderful job about removing them. But if we can get that bright shining light here on a regular basis and let them know that there is hope, to let them know that the churches that we have across the street or behind us that are doing a good job. The more that we have here, the stronger we hold off that darkness.
What you guys are doing is amazing, but it's an entry point to what you could do with this school.